All right, so a new puzzle for us. What is the derivative of f of x plus g of x for any functions f of x and g of x? Take a minute to think about it. Think about what you think it might be, what you hope it might be, and then go write down your conjecture and test it in Desmos. The difference between what I'm asking you now and what I asked you up here is, up here I gave you a function to play with, and then you could go play with it. Here I'm asking, come up with your own functions. Try it for this kind of function, try it for that kind of function. So pause the video, 3, 2, 1, pause. Okay, hopefully you went and played with it. A question we might ask here that we kind of asked here, can we distribute the prime? Here we said you actually can't. You end up with the wrong answer. But let's write down the question at least. And in Desmos, you maybe played with it, and you can do f prime plus g prime, and Desmos will graph that, but Desmos won't graph this. To do that, you have to define a new function that is the sum of f and g, and then take the derivative of that. And did this work out? Yes, that works. So what other questions can we ask? Now that we've seen this, what other things might we be curious about? Well, how about instead of adding, how about subtracting? Do you think that works? Go ahead and take a guess what that might end up being. So we might guess that you can distribute the prime. That would be f prime minus g prime of x. And yes, that works. It's not too surprising because you could think of it subtracting as adding with a -1 and then having a -1 for a k up here. That would keep working. All right, how about if we've asked about adding functions and subtracting functions, what's the next thing to ask about? Well, multiplying functions. So, sorry, f of x times g of x. I was getting ahead of myself. So go come up with some functions in Desmos and test whether this works, whether this gives us a derivative that happens to be a nice simple answer. Okay, welcome back from Desmos. So did you find that this is equal to f prime of x times g prime of x? That sure would be nice. That would save us a lot of headaches. But the answer is not just no, but no, with a red pen and lots of exclamation marks. Darn, that would have been really nice. It's going to take all of chapter 2, a lot of chapter 2.5 to figure out, or to practice what that really is. And as long as we're asking about multiplying, what else should we ask about? Well, how about dividing? F of x divided by g of x. Is that equal to f prime over g prime? Again, the answer is no. Darn. Can't have life be too easy, can we? All right, so in our next video, we will put some of these rules into practice. Oh, sorry about that.